So help me welcome for the very first time Raymond Connell. So nice to have you here with us.
Nice to meet you.
We have something called Tap Teaser. It's a two-piece set and videotape and a very worthwhile instruction booklet that you will love. It's a 38181. Now Raymond, you have been in this business for a very long time. As a hairdresser, I know that you can do anything to my hair and make it look wonderful because you back comb and everything, and somehow when I get home, I can't do it. So you were tired probably of clients always saying, it never looks right when I get home. It must be the way you cut it. And it's not. It's the styling tools we use. So you created something. You're co-inventor of this product, correct?
Right, correct.
Now, you're going to get two of these combs, and there's two very specific reasons you would need the two different colors. One is lavender, one is green. You're going to get a videotape as well as a great instruction booklet. Tell us how you got started on this, Raymond.
Okay, how I got started is that fashion dictates what hairstyles that we do. And as we change, most of the time we're using different teasing techniques. And what we did was develop a product that worked for any fashion style and any hair type. And that's what Tap Teaser does. It doesn't damage the hair like teasing does. It actually stacks the hair on top of itself.
You know, it's interesting. We were talking about this earlier. I mean, when you think about teasing, backcombing, whatever you want to call it, generally you're putting like these knots in your hair. You're ripping your hair. You can't get it out. And most of us won't even go there. This is going to give you professional results. We'll be able to see because Raymond's going to work on a couple of models, but you can see a before and after. So whether I'm talking about my bangs or whether I'm talking about adding fullness to hair that maybe needs it right in here at the chin line or whatever the case may be, this is the secret. And the part that I love, Raymond, about this is generally, you know, you read an instruction booklet and it doesn't really do much for you. You address face shapes and what I should be doing with my face shape. Now for me, since I'm very round, it said to pick up the bangs. I don't know how to do that, but with your comb, you could show me how to do that.
Yes, it's very simple and very fast, and that's the nice thing about it, is that it is very easy to use, and it's much quicker than teasing, and plus you can restyle multitudes of times without having to take out knots.
Right, and you're not damaging your hair, and you're not afraid to do it. We've got some great videotape, and then we're going to work on Karen in a second. But watch, this is literally how it works. Let's walk on over to Karen. Will you explain a little bit, Raymond, what's going on? She's using the comb.
She's using the comb and pulling out. Now this is showing the sections and how it pulls the hair out in two levels and stacks it on top of itself.
So it's stacking as opposed to knotting. That's the way I always think of backcombing. So it's adding volume, and you're not even using a blow dryer, although in some of the styles you do suggest for longer wear that you perhaps use a curling iron or something, additional tools.
Right, and you can use just a little bit of curling iron to get lift in certain areas, but it's not always necessary. Like she doesn't have hardly any curl here.
Right.
Well, what we're going to do...
Karen's very layered.
Very layered. And you just pull to direct the hair the direction that you want it to go. So you're just tapping it in and pulling it out.
So literally, do that again for us, Raymond. Watch this, guys.
So you pull it out. I want hair to go this way, and I want it to continue to go to the side. So I just direct the hair whichever direction that I want it, and to create whatever amount of fullness that I want.
Oh, that looks great.
Now with her hairstyle, we can take and kick out the sides. And the good thing is, if you get it too big, then you can comb it back out and do it again, or pat it down.
And you haven't...
But you can see the amount of fullness that you can get out of,
look at the difference.
Hair nowhere. Yeah.
And you're actually bringing it in the direction that you want it to be in.
Sure.
You aren't trying to manipulate it later on.
No, it's whatever direction that you want the hair to go. And in this case, again, we want some fullness.
Raymond, also, I was thinking it'd be very nice so that you don't feel like you have to wash your hair every single day.
Sure.
You know, on that second day, this is a nice pick-me-up. It's also nice if you have hair that kind of is very fine and the style doesn't last long, or if you're at the office and you're going out with the girls later on, you can always poof it up a little bit.
Right, and it's so fast and it's so easy, and it's small, you can carry it in your pocketbook. It's not like it requires a lot to carry with you. And
what's the purpose of the purple and then, oh, wait a minute. Look at the before and after here. Karen, look at camera one for us so you can see the before and after. Look at the difference. And there was no hot curlers. There was no blow dryer here. There was no, I mean, granted, Karen could have done this on herself. Look at the difference on that. Yeah. Now, there's one, you give us two combs. One, the purple one seems to have teeth that are spaced further apart. You explain that. Could you explain that to everybody?
Yes, the lavender comb will take larger sections of hair. So the hairstyles that are that have more of the points in the front, any of those textured,
Right.
textured ones. Ethnic
Okay.
hair, oriental hair works real well with this comb.
Okay.
And it depends on what style that you want. On her, I would use the green tap teaser because she's got fine hair, and it's very hard to get fullness out of fine hair.
Right.
And it tends to go limp very quickly. The good thing about tap teaser is that you're stacking the hair on top of itself, so you're creating a lot of volume with the hair actually laying on top of itself, and that holds. It stays.
Raymond, let me ask you a question. For my hair, my problem with my hair is I have very fine hair, but I have got gobs, and I know somebody will write in and say, you should be lucky. I am thankful, but I have gobs of hair, so it's very flat. Particularly, I don't have time to blow dry my hair, so I make my hairdresser crazy. So every once in a while I get brave and I go like this, and that's my attempt at back combing.
Right.
Never looks very good, or I try and hairspray it up, and then it's stuck like this all day long. These are the tools, these are the secret tools of the trade, so to speak.
Right.
So that without having to learn any techniques, show us again how you did that, Raymond.
Yes. Real
'Cause
quick,
look at this.
and notice it comes right back out.
Uh-huh.
And so if I want her hair to go this direction.
You're using the comb sort of,
Yeah, you're just tapping. Tap it in and out in whichever direction that you want the hair to go.
look at that. Karen, we could do this, can't we?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's very quick and very easy. It's not a whole lot to it.
And that's all you're doing. You're not teasing, you're not damaging, you're not doing anything permanent. You can make it as big as you want or as smooth as you want. If you have, I was very impressed as I looked through. I mean, there are styles that you talked about in here that were very, very piecey. Maybe you have a bob, and you know, when you leave the hairdresser, it looks great because it's all piecey, but you can't achieve that at home. I could never do that. Where this will give you that ability to separate those strands and give you volume at the same time, because as you said, you're stacking it. You're not scrunching it.
And you can use both combs together. You can take and bring the small pieces to the front with a purple comb and then do the rest of the hairstyle like this.
Will you keep working on Karen while we go to the
Right,
phone, Raymond?
sure.
Would you mind? Hi, you're on the air. This is Karen and Raymond, our guest. And Pat, who's this?
Yeah, my name's Alice. I'm from Navarre, Florida.
Hey, Alice, how
Hi.
are you today?
Pretty good.
Are you treating yourself to these brand new tap teasers?
Yeah, it looks very interesting. I have the type of hair that's just wash and go,
Uh-huh. Yeah, me too.
and I think this will give me, you know, design and direction where I want it.
What kind? Short hair, long hair? Where do you
Short
fall?
hair.
Short hair. Is your hair similar to mine, Alice? Do you got a lot of hair, little hair?
I have a lot of hair.
Okay.
It's thick and a lot of it.
See, now I am in the same boat you are. Do you find it's always flat?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it, you know, I like to puff it up a little bit.
Yeah, you like to, and you'll love the book. Raymond does a wonderful job of saying your face shape. Now with mine, I don't know what your face shape is, Alice. I need to pick it up on the top, but I can never really do that. I'm not skilled enough to do that. With the tap easers, Alice, we're going to be able to very simply all he's doing is just pulling it up and just layering it on down.
Tapping in.
Yeah, it looks very easy.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because my hair's sort of like yours, shaggy and whatever,
Right,
you know?
right. And you'd want it, you know, when I leave the hairdresser, I love it. But I wash it the first time, and it never looks the same again.
Right, yeah.
Yep. This would be perfect for you, Alice, and we can take this anywhere with us. So, you know, if you have a hot date at night, you can always fix yourself up, poof yourself up.
All right, there you go.
All right?
All righty.
Thanks, Alice. Let us know how
Thank
you
you.
like it.
I sure will. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And you know, that was good, but I didn't even play into the idea that Alice, she was calling us from Florida, certain areas of the country, certain times of the day. I even find my hair just does weird things some days. So this is your opportunity to kind of control your hair instead of your hair controlling you.
Most certainly, and humidity plays a big
Would play
factor,
into Alice's hair
especially
problem,
down in Florida.
Yeah.
And when you're stacking hair on top of itself, that's where you're creating the volume. And so the humidity doesn't affect it near as much as what you would if you had to tease.
Now, Raymond, let me ask you a question. Let me say in here, the other hair problem, I could bring you 1,000 hair problems here. Maybe you're like Karen and you want to bring fullness to the bottom. I know this was an area that you addressed as well. Now, perhaps Karen doesn't need that, but let's say instead of on the top, I would need it towards the jawline or towards the bottom of my
Right.
hair because it's thinner or whatever.
Right, you could, and this style doesn't particularly call for that.
Yeah.
But
So we'll just pretend.
Yeah, so you just comb it out, and then you just pull it towards the face, so that you build the volume in there.
Okay.
And see, you directed it now all up underneath her ear area, which gives her much more fullness right in this
You know,
area.
and even if you get a bad haircut, because sometimes you have somebody cut your hair, not that that would ever happen, Raymond, but you know, where somehow it's off balance, and
Right.
so suddenly you're really shaggy in here, and you're going, oh, I hate this, and you've got like this big poof up here, where this you could kind of play into it and full out the bottom.
Right, you can get the fullness in the bottom and cover up the unevenness of the cut. Yeah.
And this is nothing permanent. I mean, you're not cutting anything, you're not backcombing it, you're not damaging it. It's only $14.95. What are we going to see on the tape?
On the tape, I'll go through several different hairstyles, and basically just about every, even though the styles are different ones, it'll work on every hairstyle, and that's the main point. It shows you all the different techniques that could be adapted
To your own
any,
hair.
yeah, to anybody's hair.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I had another hair problem here, but I gotta wait till next time. We can just do 2 hours on my hair problems, right? Raymond, it completely sold out. Thank you very
you so
much.
much.
Please come back again.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy, everybody. I hope that's the answer.